live. All right, y'all. So y'all already know what's going on. It's Queen Prophet. It's Battle Rap Kingdom Talk. Y'all already know we got Xcel in here. I'ma just let me go on my shit and let me tweet that we live because it's a lot going on, Xcel. It's a lot going on.
It is a lot going on in the world of battle rap. The
It's
wonderful
a lot.
world of battle rap.
The wonderful world of battle rap. So first and foremost, before we get anywhere, I want to salute you and thank you for even pulling up because you already know you are one of my absolute favorites in this shit. Of course, this is the caffeine setting. Oh shit, I didn't even roll up. Hold on. I'm trying to do my hair. There's a lot going on. For the people that don't know, right? I'm pushing this big education shit in battle rap, right? There's a lot of things that have changed, transcended. Everybody's not familiar. Dr. Hugh Petty, salute. What's up, King? There's a lot of people who may not know you, who may be familiar with you. So I always want, whoever my guests are on the show, I have y'all introduce yourself, talk a little bit about who you are, and then we get into it.
Yeah, well, I'm Xcel. I've been battling since about on camera since about 2013. I battled everywhere. URL, Smack, King. I'm in the King of the Dot tournament right now. I just was on RBE, battled Danger Zone.
Yes,
yeah.
That was we'll go. Okay.
I just been working, me. I don't make too much noise outside of the ring, so I don't really get involved in all that shit. But when in the ring, that's when we do what we do.
Right. And I definitely noticed that, and I've always appreciated that about you. You keep it super battle rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You keep it super battle rap. And the pen, I remember when I first got on caffeine, I had a show called The Pen is in Question. Your pen is never in question.
Nah, never, man. I come from that era, though. I come from an era of being good. Like, you wanted to say dope shit. You wanted to, even if you didn't win, or you wanted somebody to take something home with you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Whenever you spit, whenever you do give up your art, you want somebody to take something from it. You know what I mean? You don't just want to be up there rapping a bunch of words about nothing.
That's interesting that you say that. Your art, you want people to receive your art or, gain something from it. Because as you already know, battle rap is in a frenzy. Because of something that a media person had mentioned. And the topic, it seems like it just bamboozled all through fucking battle rap because of this whole topic of do we need media in battle rap? Is media, I don't know how it got here. I don't even know how it went left. But coming from a person like you who's been able to excel so far without all the extra shit, I would just love to know your perspective on, because, we were talking a little bit on the timeline, and, since the beginning, I've always been like, okay, we need to see what this Xcel guy is about, because all of the greats and the people that are like GOAT tier to them, I saw you beat like years ago.
Right.
So it's just been interesting to me from a person like you. How do you solidify yourself, and what is your take on the whole media perspective on your end?
I think the media, first of all, I think it goes hand in hand, right? So we give people shit to talk about. You guys talk about it. I think anything goes left when people start feeling like they're bigger than the game, right? So even when battlers start feeling like, yo, nigga, this certain shit wouldn't be this without me. It's like, not really. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that with the media, like, because what homie was saying, he said it with a technicality. Technically, any way you consume any type of content is media. So CDs are media, cassette tapes, DVDs. Yes. So, of course, obviously, without that form, it wouldn't get to people. But would niggas still be rapping? Yeah.
Right.
Niggas is always gonna rap. I think that good media, because even people like you, Angry Fan was one of the first people to ever talk about me and got me in position. So I think that from I think it pisses off the old battlers because some of them be like, yo, we was doing this and we was at a high level before y'all came around, which is true.
Right.
Like the Shotties and the Luxes and Mooks and Surfs and those guys. But the newer guys, since this has become a business and an industry, you have to do media runs. It's like you got to do that shit. You got to. You have to. As a new guy, you got to do interviews. You got to, because media gives people a chance to know you. Like, I know certain rappers I didn't fuck with until I watched their interviews, and then I was like, oh shit, okay.
Right, definitely.
Let me listen to some of this nigga music and see what he's about, because I like what he's about. But at the same time, I think because at the end of the day, a lot of people make those type of statements, but I was just telling you I was saying on the show I got with No Mercy that a lot of times it be the newer guys that make those type of statements, the newer media dudes, like that just got in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, yo, y'all gotta chill. Like, just put your work in. I feel like if you focus on putting your work in, everything is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, my bad, stepping it up, but yeah. So it's like, so for me, I feel like for me, it helped me in a way. It hinders me some because really, like, I'm not a talkative guy. I don't like talking to a bunch of people over and over. Then there's certain people in this shit, like, that I don't talk to because I don't respect their opinion. Like some people I feel like just picked up a camera one day and was like, oh, this is the way to be lit, so I'm gonna be lit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think that some media people want to have as much fame as the battlers.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
They want to be seen as much as the battlers. A lot of them had rap careers or wanted to battle and didn't get in. So they found a way and they want to be seen. Even Jay Black used to battle on Grind Time. And that's no knock on Jay Black.
Right.
But he used to battle on Grind Time. He was Jerry D. He used to battle on Grind Time. And then he found other ways to get in the culture. So I think it's just that. I think with battle rap expanding, people are finding more ways and more shit to get into the culture. I think that clash is always going to happen when anybody says some shit that makes them appear like they're coming off like arrogant. They're bigger than what's happening. Like, you wouldn't be shit without me, nigga. Like, no, that's not true. Like, because just as much as the media helps the battlers, we help y'all. We give y'all shit to talk. We give the media shit to talk about. Mm-hmm. Some of y'all have met friends through battle rap. Some of y'all have met your wives and shit. Some of y'all niggas wouldn't even be. Some of y'all niggas have stopped working your 9-to-5 job and changed your whole career because of the content we give y'all.
That's a fact, and I know that for a fact. Shout out to Caffeine.
I know that for, like, you know what I mean? Caffeine, Twitch, all these things are paying. They're giving out money for niggas to talk about this new. It's not a new thing, but it's new to the corporate world that they don't know. Right. The media is really supposed to be for the people who don't know. If I don't know battle rap, I should be able to watch a champion. It's just like if I missed the game yesterday, I turn on Sports Center and they give me, all right, nigga, that happened. Might be a couple little opinions here or there, but they're like, all right, you know what I'm saying? So it helps. But when people start feeling like, oh man, nigga, I made this nigga, or I did this and that, because at the end of the day, no matter what help you get outside the ring, you still got to go in there and perform.
Right, absolutely. That's why I guess I'm like majorly confused with a lot of the responses that I saw, because it's like, what exactly are we trying to? There's a lot of facets to this topic, right? But what confuses me is, like you said, I don't see that there's necessarily an issue with media in battle rap. I just feel that a lot of people, and this is like, you know, I was just in the spaces and they were saying this too, it just lacks certain integrity. And at first, right, like dealing with ambiguity is super hard when you don't know what's going on or you don't know exactly where the culture's going. But we see where the culture's moving to. And my biggest thing is, had these discussions often. I'm not coming in here to breed any negative, personal, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, and Tone just said this too, and I was really glad that he said this. He was like, a lot of us from back in the day, we did have a lot to do with the weird ass shit in battle rap media. And a lot of shit we used to get into was left. You know what I'm saying? But now, where we're moving to, in a, like you said, a corporate setting, and then, it just, the content has to match. You guys are extremely talented, and you get on stage and you produce quality work. My thing has always been, why do bloggers and why do media feel the need to breed on so much weird shit? You feel me? Like, there's no need for that.
Because it gets clicks. It's like, dog, you want to be TMZ or do you want to be fucking CNN? And not saying CNN, everything on CNN is factual, but TMZ is gossip. Like, I've seen media, I've seen media, a fucking dope ass battle might have happened on a weekend, but I've seen media people or bloggers spend more time talking about fucking P in Spanish Harlem situation. Like, nigga, that nigga ain't in the field right now. He's not battling, so whatever they going through is whatever they going through.
I'm glad you brung that up because that's the thing. Like, you see, okay, P, I don't even know who P is. I don't know who that is.
Shout out to P.
I don't know him. And now when I say that, that's not disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Right.
But, I took a step away from media for a while. I had my son. I'm back. I don't know a lot of people, like, who are involved with specific things. So I'm just trying to get acclimated. And, like, some shorty just, like, she was like, oh, you don't know who I am? You need to Google me. And if you don't know who I am, you shouldn't be doing nothing in battle rap. Like, the gatekeeping shit has to stop.
Yeah, especially now because we're moving into caffeine. We're moving into Twitch. Let's just be real. When I did the Grand Prix on Twitch, when I battled Head Ice, there was people in there when Head Ice was rapping in the chat, like, who is this old dude?
Right. People, and that's Head Ice.
We're moving, and that's Head Ice, a fucking legend in our culture. But we're moving into a space where we're moving into the mainstream. A lot of mainstream people don't know who the fuck we are. Definitely don't know. They know Mook and Lux, Cassidy, and maybe Reed Dollars.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we're moving into a space where now more people are getting to know us, more eyes, more this, more that. So when you got to be cognizant of that. You can't, you don't know this person, you don't know that person, because at the end of the day, I could bring up some shit nobody knows. You know what I mean?
Right.
Since I've been around forever, like, I could bring up, you remember this person? Oh, nah, if you don't remember this person, dog, you shouldn't even. Like, you got to give people a chance to get involved. And then when you do get involved, you got to just do your history. You know what I mean?
And that's my biggest takeaway is that keep it open and keep it feeling warm so that you're approachable, right? So if I'm covering a topic and if we're talking about something and I jump in somewhere and I'm like, yo, I don't know, too much about this, or I don't know too much about that. See it as an educational opportunity. Nobody's trying to play nobody. Ain't nobody around here walking around like, you know what I mean? Besides specific people, nobody's really walking around like they're better than anybody.
Yeah, nobody's better than anybody. At the end of the day, I feel like you gotta just be ready to educate, be knowledgeable, be receptive. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit is teachable moments. You know what I mean?
Right.
With this culture, it's brand new. To us, it's old because we've been here since. Some of us been here since this shit was on the corner.
Right.
But to the culture, but to the world, this shit is like a new thing. So it's just like motherfucking UFC when UFC started popping. You gonna have to explain who the fuck Ken Shamrock is to somebody who don't know. Yeah, nigga, that's the OG. He was on the first. Then you see why because coming in, you might not even know why a certain person gets so much respect.
Right.
Like, why niggas respecting him like that? And then once you find out and you get in that zone, it's like, oh, he's the da 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 da. So I feel like You gotta educate people, man. You gotta, and as far as the battlers, you gotta educate people. Gatekeeping gotta stop. And then on top of that, like people just gotta be respectful. I understand battle rap. You gotta. We say horrible things to each other. We say the nastiest shit to each other on stage, but we gotta understand we get paid to do that.
Right.
You can't come to me on the Twitter feed and Xcel, you trash, and then expect me to fucking be like, oh, all right, my nigga, that's cool. And then if I don't respond the way you want me to, it's, oh, this nigga emotional, this nigga doing this. Like, that's not it, dog. Like, everything that disrespectful ever said to me, at the end of it, I got to check.
Right.
So, I think people got to be careful when they speak. It's just like I tell people all the time. Floyd Mayweather's a boxer. You wouldn't run down and see him in the street and punch him in his face.
Right.
You certainly would not, nigga, because one, he probably fucked you up, and then two, it's like, why would you do some shit like that?
So let me ask you something, because you touched on something, and I'm definitely guilty of this, because I'll tell somebody they was trash quick. I don't do it anymore, right? So, like, I realized that battle rappers, or I'm not even going to say battle rappers, I realized that specific people, they search their names on the timeline, and that's how they be finding all the shit. So once I got, hip to that, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to at anybody. I'm going to just say what I want to say. But so do you feel like that is inappropriate when fans are coming at you and they're like, oh, you're fucking trash, or oh, that shit was trash?
In a way, yeah, but no, because that's your opinion, right? Now, is there better ways to say your opinion? Of course, there's all. Like, I'm a victim of it too. Sometimes I might be like, yo, blah, 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 that shit was trash. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's also like, dog, that I know that man spent weeks or months or doing whatever the fuck to put that shit together so we can enjoy it. Now, if it didn't hit how it's supposed to, we could talk about it, but I just think like, and I think some people use this shit to take liberty to say shit to people they would never say in their face. Like,
right.
As much shit as people talk about Big K, niggas ain't running down. Big K be at events. That's my dog. Shout out to K. Niggas don't be running down on him with yo, why you block me? Why nobody says anything to him? That nigga just be rocking and chilling. So it's like certain shit. If you wouldn't say it to somebody when you see him, then you should figure out how to temper your reaction, because at the end of the day, whether it was trash or not, that nigga busted his brain over that shit.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely something I didn't think about.
Only time I really be like, a nigga wasn't, is if I know a nigga wasn't prepared, a nigga wasn't hitting, like, nigga, like, come on, son. You know what I mean? Like, come on, my nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, when it comes to shit like the nigga not hitting, the nigga just being, you know what I mean? He was playing, that's different. But yeah, I don't think it's inappropriate. I just think that some battlers are more sensitive, like you said. Some battlers, like me, after a battle drops of mine, I'll search my name. But I don't wake up every day and search my name. Like, that's crazy. Like, when a battle drops, I'll search my name because I want to see, like, what the people are saying. Like, yo, X, you smoked that, or you did whatever, or you lost, or whatever. I just want to get the general feeling of what's going on. But after that, I ain't out here, like, searching my name. I think that's kind of weird. Like, you searching your name, trying to find people, and then when somebody said, because at the end of the day, if you say it in your own space, you said it in confidence, so you said it in your own space.
Right.
Like, me to search your name and then, oh, you said this about me? It's like, my nigga, that come with the territory to a degree, you know what I mean? So,
right,
there's people out there that think LeBron James is trash. He's clearly good at basketball. He been to the finals 8 out of 9 years. Nigga won mad rings. He's clearly good. Niggas just don't, people like what they like. So I think sometimes niggas get caught up in the opinions, and then sometimes a nigga might not be trash. You just might not like him.
But see, that's something that I think that has really went left in battle rap, because I used to, well, obviously like you said, everybody has their own perception, but I used to think, and I used to come from a place in battle rap that it's not that. And that's what I appreciate. It's not about, oh, well, I like him more and that's who I'm going to go with. No, it's just whoever showed up with the best material and gave me 3 solid rounds. And when I compared them to who they just faced, I can say, okay, this person was better, that person was better. Right, but it's like we in a space now where it's all this preference shit and all this, oh, well, you know, it's about what you like. But it's like, this is battle rap. So there's still, did we lose like the standard of what a good battle rapper actually is?
Yeah. We lost the standard of wins and losses because everybody hides behind the fact that, oh, it's opinionated. Okay, that's cool. But I remember battling on the street. And if you lost right there, nigga, you lost. Niggas was betting, niggas exchanged money. You lost. And losses build your character.
Right.
Because a loss will show you, okay, I lost. How did I lose? Okay, let me tighten that shit up. Then the next time you come back, you're on your A game. But if you never lose and you just win all the time, and in your mind you win all the time, how do you improve? How do you get better?
And that was my whole like little pivot to the media thing. If you guys are coming up here and you're spitting some whack shit, or like you said, you really went and you know, prepared your best for whatever it is that you may have brung, and then it's not landing, who is going to tell you if not the media?
Right. That's a fact. That's a whole fact. Like, as far as the battles, it's like, dog, who's going to, if we not keeping it real out here, then how's it gonna be improvement? How's it gonna be help? How's niggas gonna get good? Like, you got people that's literally still rapping the same way they was rapping 5 years ago. 6
Exactly.
Years ago. Because nobody is telling them, yo, that wasn't it, or that wasn't hitting, or yo, that was trash, or that wasn't it, or yo, you got to come back and get better. You feel me? So it's like, you know,
that was my thing. That was what was confusing to me. Like, I always thought the media was such a big component in battle rap, and then to now see people saying, and even battlers, like, how do you say the battlers should be the media when we would get nothing but complete bias? We see it when y'all even have people hosting. Like, people will have a battle and they will get off and the commentator has to, you know, carry on the show, but you're being mad biased because the person who just battled is your mans. Or that's you a battle rapper and you run with a specific crew or a specific team. So if all the battle rappers started doing media, and let's be quite honest, how the fuck are y'all gonna do media when half of y'all can't show up with decent rounds? That was the shit that threw me. You know how much work that would be on you to have to run a whole media setup and then also be a battle rapper?
Hell yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I think anything, if you're not a person that can multitask, anything that's distracting you from the job, you should just stick to the job. Just stick to the job. You feel me?
Agree.
Like, don't be dropping albums. Don't try like me. I do a show, but that's because I was asked to do the show on Twitch. I do it every Saturday, and it don't interrupt nothing because I do it at a time where it don't really interrupt shit. You feel me?
For y'all, so the people in here that don't know, Xcel does a show every Saturday morning.
Yeah, on Twitch. No Mercy. Let's Chop This Fable podcast. It's at 9 a.m. We do it early, you know what I'm saying? Because we know Saturdays is kind of popping for battle rap. So we try to get all our shit out early, you know what I'm saying?
And I can't lie to you guys, the show is so dope. Like on Saturday mornings, I think today was like the first Saturday. I wasn't in there. I woke up super late, but
yeah, we had Rick's Belgium on that day.
Yeah, it's such a dope show. Like, to be able to jump up on a Saturday morning and watch their show, it's really, really good. You guys should, if you don't have the Twitch app, you know, all you got to do is download it. It's similar to everything else.
Super free.
Yeah, it's free.
We ain't charging nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just come up there, have me and Mercy, man, because the show started because me and Mercy, that's my man. So, like, he got me started in battle rap. Like, when I didn't have no footage, he believed it. You know what I mean? So, and we always used to just, you know, chop it up. I used to call him. We used to have real live conversations, and then one day it was just like, yo. And then the Twitch King of the Dot hit niggas and was like, yo, because we started doing it on YouTube. And then King of the Dot hit niggas like, yo, bring that over here. We like what y'all doing, so we be doing it. And we be doing a lot of numbers on Twitch. You know,
hella numbers.
Having like we just had 100, we had 10K live viewers and like 150,000 viewers total. You know what I mean? So it's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And when I try to do the media thing, I just try to keep it as straight as like up and down as possible. You know what I mean? Because I'm really friends with that. Like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, I'm cool with everybody. I'm not. I don't have no bad blood with nobody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One thing everybody knows about me is I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna tell the truth. Like whether you win, whether you lost, whether you my man, whether you hire me, you not. If you lost, you lost, man. And that's why I think people fuck with the show, because me and Mercy, like, we don't pull no punches. You know what I mean? And we just keep it real. So we don't deal with that. Yo, we got the bias and all that. You feel me?
Right. And it's dope to see because it's a prime example. Always in Profit, what up? It's a prime example of how the merger between battle rap and media happens so organically. You feel me? Right. Like he has his league, he has his show. You know, y'all are cool, like you said. And then, boom, here comes an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Here comes an opportunity where someone who is a battle rapper, someone who's in media, they merge together and you get a beautiful thing. Like, it's like I said, I am no way trying to disrespect anybody, but a lot of shit that people put out there and a lot of shows that be going on, I'm just not interested in. And it doesn't catch my attention. I can't really focus.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that should happen more, where we do shows where you have one battler, one media guy, because the media guy might give some shit from a fan's perspective, and then the battler be like, yo, nah, I know you saw that, but this is what was really happening, bro. Like, I know, nigga, because I know I've been on stage. I know you saw him like certain times. I know when the niggas, because I've done this, I know when the niggas choking or saving themselves, even if they make it look good. I know. Like, I know. I could tell. Like, oh, yeah. Nah, he's saving himself. Like, he not. Like, even if he make it look good. Even if a nigga make it look good. Or I know what it feels like to be under pressure. I know what it feels like to stand there when the nigga has a crazy round. You just got to stand there and take that shit. And the nigga hitting you. Every fucking 3-4 bars, he hitting you with some shit.
I'm going to be honest, that right there is something that has always been super intriguing to me about battle rap. How the hell can you, first of all, you have to memorize your rounds, right? Okay, cool. However the fuck y'all do that, because I can't even remember what the fuck I ate yesterday, but whatever. You have to remember all this material. You have to rehearse it. Obviously, you put your little spins on it to give it, that so that you're performing. When you are battling and your opponent goes and spits his round, I don't even know how y'all can remember what the fuck to say after that.
Well, sometimes you half listen, you don't really listen, but if you do listen, I mean, for me, I know now I've been doing it so long that it's kind of muscle memory. Once I get a certain pattern going, it's like, all right, I got it locked. No matter what happens, and I practice with shit distracting me. So that way, if I might have a TV on, I might have a song on I fuck with, I might have somebody come try to talk to me while I'm rapping my shit, because that really happens when you're on stage. Like, a nigga might, anything could happen. A nigga might, somebody's phone could ring, a nigga might, go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I think when it comes to shit like that,
Shango.
When it comes to shit like that, I think it's just muscle memory. It's kind of like being a fighter, you know what I mean? And just having it. But like I said, when the nigga's going crazy, you have to decide. Like, all right, am I going to turn up or turn or whatever the case may be. So I think with battling,
hold on, my bad. Let me get that out of there.
Nah, you good. I think with battling, it's a it's definitely a nuanced thing. Like you can't just